Primetime's been watching the Democrats pretty closely this year. Everybody from Hillary to Gavin Newsom's looking to knock Joe off the throne. But what about the Republicans? Who's going to be the Republican nominee for president? Well, it looks like it's going to be a crowded field. A lot of people are sniffing around. Some you know, some you don't, and some you don't want to know. Well, Primetime's going to be kicking the tires on all the candidates. We'll have a couple Republicans on next week to see what they're all about. Now, out of everybody who's announced, Trump's in the lead, and we'll show you the polling in a second. But we're now seeing another guy from Florida make moves. Ron DeSantis is reportedly telling people in his circle he's set on running. Sources tell the Washington Post he's going to declare in May or June. DeSantis has $70 million in the bank left over from his run for governor, and some DeSantis super PACs are coming alive. Now, I don't know how it could be more obvious, but Ron DeSantis is in Iowa today.
If you talk to Floridians, there's no drama in our administration. There's no palace intrigue. They basically just sit back and say, okay, what's the governor going to do next? And we roll out and we execute and we do things and we get things done. And in the process, we beat the left day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year.
No drama, Ron. That's a clear shot at the former president. No drama and execute. We're going to see those themes repeated from the DeSantis camp. DeSantis winning the Iowa caucus would be very big. Trump didn't win Iowa in 2016, so the door's open. And polls there have Trump and DeSantis neck and neck. 80% of Republicans say they like Trump. 75% say they like DeSantis. In Florida, DeSantis beats Trump in the Republican primary, 52-27. This is according to a University of North Florida poll. I don't know, but when you zoom out nationwide, Trump's beating DeSantis 43-28, solid margin. An Emerson poll says Trump beats Biden, but Biden beats DeSantis. But all these polls are way too early. I think, both of these guys can beat Biden. Another clue DeSantis is running, he put a book out, and he's on a huge book tour. It's the move to visit all the primary states without having to officially announce. Obama did it, Hillary did it, Trump did it. DeSantis is doing it right now, and DeSantis has sold more books his first week than any of them. The book's good. I'm reading it. A lot of it's focused on his pandemic policies, anti-lockdown, anti-mandate, and his ferocious attacks on woke ideology. That's a big part of his image.
We're also leading on ensuring that our school system is focusing on educating our kids, not indoctrinating our kids. It is wrong to tell a second grader that they were born in the wrong body. It is wrong to have gender ideology imposed in our schools. And in Florida, we don't let it happen. We have fought the fight, and we're going to do more.
But DeSantis needs to promote his economic message, a message on wages, because the economy is always the top issue. And Trump's a businessman who had a great economy until COVID. So he needs to contrast his economic policies with Trump's. DeSantis has never been in the private sector, so Trump's going to hit him on that. The former president made his case at CPAC last week.
I will save your economy. I will save your retirement accounts. And I will save your jobs. We had the greatest job history of any president ever. I will create a true national trade policy like the kind that made America the world's economic powerhouse. And I will stop Joe Biden's demolition of our economy with his crushing inflation and mass layoffs. We will take care of inflation very, very quickly.
So we saw Trump at CPAC. DeSantis didn't go. And we also saw Trump in East Palestine, which made a big impression on a lot of people. And the former president's also going to be in Iowa. He's going to be there on Monday talking about education, which is kind of DeSantis's wheelhouse. Interesting. There's also already been buzz about Donald's VP shortlist. All women. Carrie Lake. She's a big personality who's already told DeSantis, wait, your turn, Ron. And Nikki Haley, another option. She's running for president and is also in Iowa today. Kristi Noem, also on the list, the governor of South Dakota, an attractive candidate. And Sarah Huckabee Sanders, a good friend of this show, who's now governor of Arkansas. And Trump's already workshopping some nicknames for DeSantis. None of them have really stuck yet. Ron DeSanctimonious, Ron Dishonest, Ron Destablishment, Tiny D, and Meatball Ron, which was just a rumor. Trump says he's not considering Meatball Ron. DeSantis is doing something that nobody has ever been able to do before, though. He's staying disciplined and not taking Trump's bait.
he used to say how great of a governor I was, and then I win a big victory, and all of a sudden, he had different opinions. And so you could take that for what it's worth. But, at the end of the day, I think one of the reasons I've been